The walk I'm doing today is from Lucky Bay around to Thistle Cove. So mix them all through. This is a class 5 climb or walk, height 262 metres. The Grand National Park, here we are, reduced speed. So here's the Lucky Bay turn-off, 9 Ks. There we go. It's looking pretty impressive. Oh wow, check out the colour of that water. It doesn't look real. Lucky Bay. Picnic area, beach access and campground. So I reckon we're going this way. Campers only. Well, that's me. And look at the weather. The weather's improving. So this is my camp at Lucky Bay. Nice setup here. Always get the bays on the right hand side so you're looking straight out at that beautiful view over there. Look at that. You've actually got really good hot showers, solar showers. You've got rubbish bins. And you've got a camp kitchen down there. We'll go and check that out. But look how modern that is. All the rocks in the background. So if you actually back your caravan into this one, you'd be facing that way. So always go on the right hand side. Hot tip. Look at the gabion walls. That's pretty cool. Pretty good camp kitchen. Unfortunately that's out of order, but they've got a wok burner there. That'll be good when it's working. You've got barbecue, nice and clean there. Hot and cold water for doing your disheronis. And another very clean barbecue here. Everyone's got their solar out. Looks like the next few days are going to be really good weather-wise. I can hear the beach. I'll go with this. Oh, that's nice. Some guys fishing over here. Beautiful bay. Couldn't think of doing anything better than walk along this beach. And this is like it's the sand's so fine it squeaks. So just spectacular. This is a little river or creek that actually comes through, and I'd say sometimes it would actually open up back out to the ocean. So the reward for walking from our campsite all the way around here is to come across this Lucky Bay viewing platform, and it's 60 metres up. So I'm going to go up there and have a look and see what I can see. I think I'm going to sleep well tonight. In January 1802, Matthew Flinders was sailing these waters through these straits. He found himself out there surrounded by reef and islands, and it was getting dark. So he actually found Lucky Bay and named Lucky Bay because he's lucky he found it. History meets present day, and what a fantastic place to be. It's Lucky Bay for us too. The walk I'm doing today is from Lucky Bay around to Thistle Cove. Somewhere up here, I believe there's Matthew Flinders plaques, so we'll try and check that out. This is the start of the walk to Thistle Bay. I've got a tailwind at the moment. Might be a bit different on the way back. Check out those rocks. Okay, from here we've got Thistle Cove in that direction. We'll do that soon. But first we've got Flinders Monument, 100 metres that way, and beach access. What I like is all these little picnic places here, so even in bad weather, you just stop here and have a breather out of the rain and have a snack. So here's Flinders Monument, fisherman down there. The naming of Lucky Bay by Matthew Flinders, who used this bay as a safe anchorage on Saturday, January the 9th, 1802, during his circumnavigation of Australia. This was erected in 1974. That's nice. Looking out over the bay. The track's pretty good. And even if it wasn't, with views like this, who would care? Like a big whale. Here's some little cans here. People have been putting rocks. This part of the track's just like a sandy track where it's been worn down. And just keep on following these fence posts. I think this is the highest point on the walk. And it looks like we're 70 metres here. We've got Thistle Bay over there. We've got a freshwater lake or lagoon. I think it's a lake over there. How's that for a puddle with growth in it? That's pretty cool. Okay, well, everybody else can do it, so I'll do it too. I'll put one just there. There we are. Rock fishing here is really, really dangerous, and what they use is a vantage point where they can actually put a rope on. All the safety things you need if you're rock fishing, as well as a jacket and some decent boots. You actually tie yourself off onto these attachments here. So if you do get washed on, you get wet, but you won't die. And it actually goes through here what sort of knots you need, and the fact that you need a 10-metre rope, 8mm thick. This is pretty special. It reminds me of one of those things in UK that they had out as a listening post for enemy aircraft coming off the ocean. Let's see if I can hear. Can actually hear a little bit better, so it must be echoing off this and then coming back down onto me. Wouldn't want it to fall on me. And hidden behind here is a cove in memory of John Thistle, Master HMS Investigator, 10th of January 1802. If you turn Whistling Rock on its side a bit, it looks a bit like Dog Rock in Albany. So it's actually Whistling Rock. There's a little creek that comes in, and the creek goes around here, and then it's actually down there going to the ocean. You can actually see the tea tree stain going into the water. They've got a fence along here, I'd say, to stop people climbing because of sand erosion. There's everything down here. We're just east of Lucky Bay. We've got a bird sanctuary down there somewhere, and we've got John Ayre's cairn, 250 metres, can't believe it. Need to check that out. In 1841, John Ayre was coming across Australia from east to west. He was the first European to do it, and he was pretty well struggling. He'd lost most of all of his horses and all that type of stuff, and he had one black tracker left, and then he ended up on his own. And then he thought he was on his death bed, but then he came across this bay here, and there was a French ship here, and a Captain Rossiter, a sealing boat, took him on board, looked after him, treated him to a silver service meal, and so this is the exact location where it all happened. And if we turn around up here, we've actually got the plaque commemorating that. It's a bit of a bonus. I knew Matthew Flinders was around here, and I was thinking that John Ayre was probably a little bit more inland, but so this is the plaque to commemorate the assistance rendered by Captain Rossiter on the French whaler, Mississippi, to Edward John Ayre. Enabled him to complete his journey from Adelaide to Albany. Very good. Check this out for a little bay. All to myself. Those rusty looking rocks look like Tassie. That's a bit special. These waves, so clear. Oh. Uh-oh. That was cold. Now we get rid of the camera, so we'll do some real body surfing. So this is what happens on the beach at Lucky Bay. Everyone can get out and have a bit of a suntan or a swim. Let's have a bit of a fish as well. So I'm actually cheating tonight. I need to use all the veggies before I actually have to give them away at the roadblock in the W.A. So there's even potatoes in there. There's potatoes in there before. I'm doing a Pad C EW. Anyway, and there's chilies, so it's going to be hot. Luckily Joe's not here because she doesn't like too hot. Already done the chicken. That's pretty good. I reckon the smells go to those guys. They keep looking. So next we pour this Pad Thai thingy EW in. Make sure we get all of it because we paid for it. So mix it all through. And turn off. Let it simmer. Some chilli. And the final product. There you go. How about that? Oh. So can you see the little baby Joey's head sticking out there eating grass? That's what you get when you just sit in your caravan and enjoy the nature. Today's mission is to actually climb Frenchman's Peak. That's it over there. It looks pretty steep. I did it as a kid. I don't know how I'm going to do it as an old fart, but I'm going to give it a go. It's getting steeper the closer I get. I reckon it's probably called Frenchman's Peak because that rock on top looks like a bit of a beret, a Frenchman's beret. And I can see there's like a cavity or a tunnel in the middle there I've seen, but I'll be able to tell you a little bit more when I get a bit closer. Frenchman's Peak, and that way to Hellfire Bay. We'll check that out later. No caravans or trailers. It's looking even steeper. There's a nice little car park here. You can actually park before you go up to Frenchman's Peak. This is a class 5 climb or walk, height 262 metres. It's 3 Ks and they're saying allow 3 hours. I don't know if it will take that long. From the car park here, I'm going to head right up here. I'd say that's the easiest way, right up to the summit. Because of the Joe dieback, it's important to keep your shoes clean, so we'll just give that a bit of a wipe there too. Let's do it. First part of the track's pretty straightforward. Track's well maintained. And that's still looming up there. These are the markers we're meant to be following. Follow markers to the summit. I was hoping that they're going to say there's a ski lift here. But no, there's the first marker. I think you can get down there, but we'll follow the markers. And there's my backup crew here from Victoria. Yeah. Check this out. Frenchman's Peak. Visiting Hellfire Bay. We've got nice barbecues. That's a big barbecue. Got a nice rotunda here. Rubbish. Nice paving. Check this out. Very nice.